how much more is available when we don't take it personally.
Mm.
And available depends on what we're taking personally. But at the end of it, it's personally is focused on that one thing. And usually, if we taking things personally, we're worrying about them. We're frustrated. We're angry with them. We're going to retaliate. We're in defense mode. And that is the only other option.
Mm.
So it is only so it's the limited
Mm.
one response. The one response is our automatic that we've learned of how to respond to those circumstances.
Yeah.
And so exactly, like there's no space for anything else when we're locked in like that.
Mm. And it will work in a different way, but it will be exactly the same if it's a positive, right? If we attach too much to the positive, there's no space for our internal expansion because that attachment dominates.
Yeah. So both sides, right? You're the positive, you're responding on both sides, and there's no room for choice. Or, sorry, there's no room for something different because both are so automatic.
Yeah, yeah. And you get pulled out of alignment.
You know,
And so then what you create with any collaboration has got less available to it in terms of the material that you can use, basically.
mm-hmm.
Hi, Hans.
Hi, Heinz.
Good morning, Jesse. Hi, Alison.
Good morning again.
Are you all right, Jesse, today? Just slept?
Yep, I did. Slept through my alarm, so I apologize for being late, making you
Oh,
wait.
no need to apologize. It can happen to anybody. It happened to you.
Yep.
Like I always say, it can happen to the best of us. That's why it happens to us.
Twice in 16 months.
That's a good record
Have you
anyway.
Tizzy, I don't know that you've ever overslept before.
Yeah, one other time.
Did you? Oh God, that's funny.
The first 30 days, yep.
Well, it gave me time to get a bath and everything then.
Yeah, great.
That's good. And now you can join the conversation about detaching.
Detaching, yeah. Detachment is a great thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of, attachments are sort of the same like being addicted.
Yes. In yoga, they call it a compulsion.
Yep. But if you ask the ones on top, they say attachment is a good thing.
Yeah, because it's a different kind of word. The word is used differently, right?
Yeah, it's like the one you suggested I should see, A Century of Self, where it was called
Yes.
propaganda and then changed to commercials.
Yes.
Public relation was the word they were using instead.
I know.
And it's exactly the same. But it's the same way we do with ourselves. Change the words so they got a positive spin on it. It's the same that happens. But if you put it into a positive spin, you'll think positively about it. Like, oh my God, I got a mile left to run. Or you'll say, woohoo, there's only 1 mile left. Same thing you're saying, but two different mindsets.
Mm.
It's the same with the self. People say you're self-centered, and I'll say thank you. I don't see it as a negative word. Depends on how you're using self-centeredness. Like floor weeks.
Sorry, Heinz.
My floor kneeks a lot.
Mhm, mhm.
Every time I stand up, it'll say, and every day it changes where I walk because all of a sudden it's getting hotter. So the squeak changes
Mm,
places.
yeah. Our environment, our conditions and situations are always changing.
Mm.
And now we have that lunar eclipse.
Mm. Did you feel it?
Nah, I didn't see it or didn't know about it until today. That it happened the 25th. But I've been playing with my feelings a lot lately, but I'm getting used to doing that sort of. I feel sad, then I reprogram the sad. Where does the sadness come from? From the missing. Where does the missing come from? From loving. Oh, then I choose to go 2 steps backward until I get to the loving.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the same path they're based on, so I might as well create a positive spin on it.
Very good.
But a lot of people say they feel it in the air, but I think it's like EMI interfering with your EMI, electromagnetic interference, interfering with the ego mind identity. So a lot of people are realizing it.
Can you run through that again, please?
It's the EMI interfering with our EMI. The electromagnetic interference from the planets are interfering with your ego, mind, identity.
Very nice.
So two EMIs go out of control.
Yeah. So there's opportunity for regrouping.
Yep. Two of the ones I was talking with this morning told me that the past is coming up a lot, not in the same way it used to, but sort of like you have to go through it again. But like we discussed, it's more like you can't handle everything at once also. So sometimes the planets align and brings up the past because you're
Yeah.
walking in the same energy as you did then. Or yeah, like it. Hi, G.
Hi, Heinz.
Hi,
Afternoon,
G.
Chi.
Morning, Jesse. Morning, Alison.
Good to have you.
Good to be here. Glad that everything is okay.
Yes, everything is good.
Yeah, Heinz
It's-
just called me that. Yeah.
And somebody's bodies had very good rest.
Yeah.
Rest and restore.
Yeah.
If we sleep through our alarm, it's because we need it,
Yeah.
not because we want to.
So the kids have a holiday too in US.
Yeah.
Mm.
Easter Thursday.
Yeah, they've had the week off.
Oh yeah, exactly. The whole week.
Spring break here.
They call it Easter break here.
Mhm. We couldn't do that. That would be would be politically incorrect, I would assume nowadays.
Oh my God. What are Thanksgiving then?
Yeah, we're still doing Thanksgiving for that one.
Is
Thanksgiving break,
is that
Christmas
politically
break,
correct?
winter break.
But is Thanksgiving politically correct?
Not any more than Easter.
No.
Yeah.
Christmas the same.
Yeah, the meanings we attach to it. Huh?
Yeah.
Like I say about people in Denmark, it's okay that you have different religions and everything, but when you walk on the street outside, you should act like a Danish person. That's what you're representing there. In your home, you can do whatever you want. It's the point of view. Act like your surroundings. Then there won't be so much, what you call it, people getting in each other's faces.
Yeah, that old saying of when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Yep, exactly. Mm.
That is a fine line in a changing, rapidly changing world.
It is. It's a very fine line.
As I was thinking about it, it was, well, when in Rome, respect Rome.
Or at least when you're outside, act human.
Aren't they?
Inside, you can walk around on all four if you want to and do whatever you want to. I don't care about it. It's your home. But on the street, it would be nice that people allowed other people to be people too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hate and divide.
Yeah.
Yep.
And many people wouldn't call it hate. And it's like, yes, it's probably a stronger word than what the majority of it is, but I don't have any other word.
Dislike.
Yeah, it's,
There's
Yes,
also, sorry,
no, go.
I was thinking that that there's also all road leads to Rome, and in Danish, Rome and Rum is pronounced the same way, you know. So we say also, Rome is not drunk in one day.
Mhm.
I was also thinking of the word disapprove.
Yeah. Disrespect.
Different. Different. That's another one. And different as a scared or a fear or a threat to it.
Mm.
But if everyone allowed each other to be human, then there wouldn't be any need for the police and everything.
Absolutely.
So they make sure we what do you call it? Follow our differences so they can make some turmoil that they can interfere in. And then they say, you need us.
Yep, create control.
Yeah. The 60s had a good go with make love, not war, but sort of fell apart. But it was a good suggestion.
It was.
But then they did the wrong thing and brought politics into it.
But politics is in everything. It's just like
Yep.
money too. It's just different levels of power.
Yeah. Somebody sees a good thing and they turn it into politics. Sports is even politics now.
So is music.
Mm.
And art as a general is corrupted. Not like it used to be.
Bet if
Oh
you
God,
ask Leonardo,
I don't know, you know, I think like everything else, the social world that we live in goes in cycles.
Mm.
Yes, absolutely.
Bet if you brought Leonardo da Vinci up here and he watched the Mona Lisa and he would say, "Oh my God, you call that no value on it, and it isn't even finished."
Yeah,
It was a
yeah,
it was a picture he was painting on whenever he had the time,
yeah.
creating new layers upon layers. That's what I tell my son also. A great artist gives people something to talk about. That's what art is all about. Some may approve of your art and others will disapprove, but that just makes it even more art,
Like
actually.
the Danish artist Heinz, who put his shit on pan. Yeah.
Yeah, but it gave people something to talk about.
God. Oh,
So much weird art, but that's the thing we remember.
That's why it's good we have this space, to practice, to speak out.
and create our own world.
Yes.
Yep. We are creating art because we are talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet if other people heard what we were talking about, it will give them something to talk about.
Oh, yes. And I
Have you
have
heard
no
about those
doubt.
crazy people online? And I would take that as a compliment because I don't want to be normal.
Mm.
God created through variance. And then we have the influencer telling everybody to walk like this, talk like this. Nope. You should listen to your own heart.
It's really a form of ignorance.
Yep. It's looking for the answer to your problem outside yourself.
Yep. It's the whole, that's
Ignoring
the
the fact.
big structure. Sorry, Chi.
No, I just thinking that to be ignorant, to ignore the fact.
Yeah, there's, yeah.
It's funny that the most of the people are choosing to ignore the facts.
And I'd say choosing to ignore something different.
Mm.
It would mean they have to accept that they accepted a lie for the last 40 years, probably.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, right? To accept that I might be wrong.
Mm.
It's a big, people are fighting for those handles.
And that truth is based on what they've been told,
Yeah, yeah,
not what they've experienced.
yeah. And what they've been told is what they experienced.
Mm.
For the most part, if it didn't, then they changed it. That's what we don't see, is that we're changing things all the time.
Mhm.
I don't know why we fight some and we accept others.
That's the way of the nature. It always is in movement.
Always a movement, And which means if it looked like, so if something happened in the past and we say, oh, this time it's like that, no, it isn't, because so much has changed between.
Yep.
It's never the same.
It can be alike, but never the same.
There's no fear in that. That's just hope. So fearing hope.
Hmm.
And that we think, believe, look for, finding it out there, then we'll be in here. That is the culture, the society's norm. On a whole. If I change everything out there, that will then change. And nobody takes it any farther than that. It's like very few people, sorry. Most people don't take it any farther than just blindly thinking, when I change my circumstances, my environments, my material things, possessions, my job, things, when I change things out there, and they really don't take it any farther.
Mm.
Like changing your clothes would change who you are.
Yeah.
Mm.
And some people it does.
It's called actors.
Very good.
They
Very
become
good.
hitmen when they put on the suit, or become Vikings when they put on the helmet. But it doesn't mean that they are it.
Nor does the suit.
Nope.
Is the hitman in a suit. Call him James Bond. And there's another one in this suit, and we call him a butler.
Oh, God. What a mess. Oh,
And it's the hidden behind it, which is what's so deceiving, right? Or it's like, it's the behind it that is so automatic. The unseen aspect of it is like, oh, we see that guy on the street and we say, oh, there's the hitman. as it is a fact, right? Like it is only, then it can only be that then. That person is different. Well, then it can only be that. And so what matters then is, how do I orient to the word different? Am I embracing and loving of their difference? No, that's like rubbing sandpaper together, scratching your nails on the chalkboard, peeing in the wind. You do it once and don't like it, but the other thing is when we, dislike someone or judge someone or different, and we have a negative orientation to it. Or better yet, when it's different, we can fear it, and when we fear it, we hate it.
How negative emotions just escalate.
Yeah. Much faster.
And you can go the other way. You don't know it, it's unknown. Then you can be curious about it
Mm-hmm.
and go the other way, positive.
Yep. There's so much momentum to be in the negative and the scared that, it weighs down that curiosity. It dampens it, tampers it down. But you think of it, that is just momentum too. We've just, my lifetime and however many centuries, has the cycles gone.
That's why it's such a good thing to talk here. It gives us a lot of different perspectives at the same time. So we allow ourselves to see more possible possibilities than others who just want to accept their own reality.
It's like we're creating our own virtual reality within the virtual reality that is outside.
Yep, we're creating opportunities. It's not like any of us have the answers for anybody else. We have our own answers, and we're still struggling with the questions. And that's life. Life is one big question. If anybody knew all the answers, they would be dead.
So it's about asking the question. Keep asking.
Yes. That's the curiosity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Normally, every time you get an answer, there becomes two new questions to that answer.
That's how much unknown is out there. That's what's all available. That's what's available to create with.
Mm.
Yes.
And that's hope.
Yes.
Unfortunately, more and more people have started to see it. And it starts by questioning others, and then at the end, you start by questioning yourself.
Mhm. Which means
It all
taking it to
started.
another,
Yeah.
taking it just a little deeper than the last time. Thanks,
Mhm.
Chi. Love to hear what you had.
It all starts with one. Yeah. But one can turn to two and two to three, and then you have a small group, and then from a small group to a big group, it should go very fast. You know? Like there was an example from what do you call it, a music in Danish, Heinz music festival.
Music, Woodstock.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So there was a band playing in the background, you know, and then some guy sitting around a tent or somebody. It was and then suddenly one guy stood up and make some strange move and yeah, just acting weird and acting just having fun by himself. And everybody was looking at him and laughing at him. But then yeah, later on another guy he joined him who passed and then I saw him make those moves and they joined him and he joined him. And then later another one joined them because he said, "Oh, that looks funny," and then and suddenly the whole crowd was joining them.
Hmm.
So and yeah, they were just having fun. But it started with one, and everybody looked at him and laughing at him. But
The snowball effect.
yeah,
One snowball turns into an avalanche.
Mm.
but like you know, when there were three, you know, doing that, and people passing by, this seems like a group, you know, and people like to join group, and then
Yeah.
so yeah, so suddenly turned into a small group of people making this funny moves. So. But what I mean is, uh, it's the dynamic of groups. You know, how can it can affect yeah, a small crowd, a bigger crowd, and but it all starts with us. Yeah,
Yep.
someone have to take the initiative. What is normal is not always been normal. That's what I mean.
Mm. Yeah, normal is just as much a perception and a label as anything else. If you think about it, normal is boring. Boring and safe. Oh, I really appreciate you. Go ahead, Jane.
Sorry for the noise in background. Yeah,
Oh, I don't hear it.
I hope it's not interrupting you because the door is open and there's noise and
No,
just activities in the house. I'm sorry.
no, it's good. No, I don't hear anything on our end. Thank you for your concern.
It
No,
sounds
thank
loud here
you.
because my wife
Hmm.
sees how you say it blow drying our dog. So, but for me, it's You make a big noise here, but yeah. I'm going to close the door. Sorry for interrupting you, Christian.
You're good, Chief. Thank you. I'm gonna step away. Thank you all for your patience with me this morning.
Thanks
And
for a
my
great-
sincere apologies for making you wait.
Yeah, it can
We had
happen.
fun, Chrissy.
Yeah.
As long as you were okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks for
I
a great
appreciate
talk.
appreciate you guys bringing yourselves.
Yeah, same here.
Same
All right,
here.
Have
Thanks, everybody.
a
Have a
great
great
day.
day.
Thank you all. Have a
You
great
all
day.
have a pleasant